In this video, we are going to be going over the complete Clash at the Castle match card, and I'm going to be giving my predictions. If you do enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know your predictions in the comments below. So, obviously, I don't know what the running order of the card is going to be, but the first match we're going to be talking about is Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, the tag team champions, versus Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, versus Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire. For me, I don't see Jade and Bianca losing. I think it is a little bit too soon. Triple H has already kind of shown that he wants titles to stay with people for a little while, you know, not too long, but he doesn't want it to be passed around like hot potatoes, you know? Also, I don't think they really know what they're doing with Shayna and Zoe right now, because Shayna's been popping up on NXT a little bit, and they haven't really got going yet, so I don't think they're going to win, but I mean, with WWE, you can never say never. And to be honest, it's the same with Isla and Alba, because, again, they've only just got to the main roster. I think it's way too soon for them to even be considered to win the championships. I mean, no doubt it'll be a banger match. I mean, a triple threat tag match is always going to deliver, right? It's kind of hard to mess that up, you know? Up next, we've got Bayley versus Piper Niven. Now, I don't know about this one, because I don't even know why this match is happening, to be honest. I feel like it's come completely out of left field. I know that one of the big criticisms when it comes to the women's division is the lack of story, and certainly for me, because I think the women, like, they're more than capable. We know that, right? It's not as if, it's not this thing of like, oh, the men are just better, you know? There's just a lack of creative going on for the women. There's a lack of like the long-term storytelling that we are seeing with like the bloodline and stuff like that, right? And this supports that. I mean, Piper Niven has just attacked Bayley once and got a championship match. That's the story, you know? I think Bayley will retain. I can't imagine Piper Niven winning in Scotland, to be honest. I think there's only going to be a couple of... Honestly, I think Drew McIntyre is the only one that stands a chance of winning at Clash. But even that is a bit 50-50 amongst wrestling fans. But yeah, I think Bayley will retain. I think it'll be an okay match. I don't think it'll be the match of the night, but I think it'll be alright. Up next, AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship, or WWE Undisputed Championship, in an I Quit match. And for me, I don't think there is a single soul on the planet that thinks AJ is winning this. I mean, Cody has been built up as this, like, kind of old school guy in the sense of, you know, he still calls himself a professional wrestler rather than a superstar, you know what I mean? And I just don't see him saying I quit. He's being built like the next John Cena, you know, or at least the first Cody Rhodes, right? But we've already seen the parallels, right? With AJ doing the fake retirement speech, Mark Henry did that to John Cena while he was champion. We've seen it kind of repeat itself with Cody and Roman, you know. First year, Cody loses. Second year, he wins. John Cena did the same thing against The Rock. First year he lost. Second year he won, right? So we're seeing parallels between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. So I think putting him in an I Quit match is just going to solidify him a little bit more, you know? Obviously, we are kind of just biding our time until The Rock comes back, until Roman comes back. Whatever's going to happen with Cody is going to go insane. So everyone that sat there saying that Cody's title reign is boring, shut up. Because it's not even started yet. It's barely got going, alright? Because I know for a fact that when The Rock comes back, and whatever we get, right, whether it's Rock and Cody at Mania, or if it's a SummerSlam, or whatever it is, right, whatever we end up getting, it's going to be insane. So, just give it time. Be patient. Alright, we've seen far worse. I think Cody takes this. Again, I think it's too early for Cody to lose. Plus, I just don't think WWE are going to give AJ that, you know, that title run that he wants just because he's coming to the end of his career, right? Triple H has made it abundantly clear that he's doing what's best for the stories, and if it makes sense, storyline-wise, and there's a destination that they want to get to, then that's the only way, like, you know, he wants to focus on the storytelling kind of thing, you know? So I can't see Cody Rhodes saying I quit. I reckon Cody takes this. Should be another banger though, because the first one was. And this one, an I quit match, where anything goes. I imagine the OC are going to get involved, Gallows and Anderson. Don't know what they're doing with them at the minute, to be fair. But yeah, I think Cody takes this. Up next, we've got the Intercontinental Championship match between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. I don't know about this one. Because I'll be honest, when Gunther was IC champion, I wasn't that interested. Not because it was bad, but I was just focused on like Cody and finishing the story and all of that. So I've never been too bothered about what happens in the mid-card. But I will say that the whole thing they've got going right now with Chad, Otis, Sami, Maxine, Tozawa, the whole thing with Alpha Academy and how Chad is kind of manipulating them a little bit. I mean, one scenario I can see happening is that maybe Otis costs Chad, and that's how we get, you know, Otis becoming a face again. Because I mean, he's technically a face now, but in story, he's being manipulated by Chad, so he's technically a heel. You know what I mean? So I think Sami Zayn retains. That's what I'm gonna go for, because I reckon Otis is the one that costs Chad, to be honest. But I wouldn't be surprised either if Chad wins and then we down the road get Otis versus Chad for the IC title or something like that. Which, to be honest, I don't see Otis as a champion. Tag team champion, maybe. Singles champion, I think he's got a way to go yet. Yeah, for me, I'm going to go with Sami Zayn retains. And up next, what I believe to be the final match on the card, I could be wrong. Damian Priest against Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's a lot of speculation about this match. Obviously, Drew is from Scotland. You know, last time at Clash at the Castle, he was this close to beating Roman before Solo cost him the match. And to be honest, the internet, the IWC is split on this match and what will happen. Obviously, Drew and Punk haven't seen eye to eye. They don't like each other, you know? And it's been quiet for the past couple of weeks. So people are kind of speculating that maybe, just maybe, we get a CM Punk interference in Scotland to cost Drew McIntyre. One of the leading theories that I've seen is that we're going to get Drew and Punk at SummerSlam. Because it doesn't look like CM Punk's too far off from being cleared to wrestle again. So, listen, that match is going to bang, all right? And to be honest, I'm still surprised that Damian is champ today, to be honest. Because for me, I don't know if it was the right move. But, listen, they're taking a chance. It seems to be doing okay right now. But, I mean, for me, I think that... I personally don't think that WWE would put Drew McIntyre through hell, you know, storyline-wise. I mean, at WrestleMania, he finally wins the world title. He has his 5 minutes of fame, you know, where, okay, I've done it now. I've finished my story kind of thing, right? And then CM Punk costs him. I don't think they're going to put him through that. And then also the whole contract negotiation thing, right? He re-signed. I don't think they're going to have just said, oh yeah, by the way, you're not going to win in Scotland. You know, like, you've been screwed at Mania, and now you're not going to win at Scotland. I'm 99% sure that Drew walks out as world champion. Maybe we do get a CM Punk interference, but maybe it, for some reason, backfires on Damian instead. Something like that. But I think Drew has to walk out of Clash world champion. I think he has to. Because, I mean, realistically, if I'm Drew and I'm being told that not only have I not been able to hold the title at Mania, you know, I've had 5 minutes, you've had Damian cash in, and then to go to his hometown and then still not get his moment after the whole contract negotiation thing and whatnot, and just how hot Drew McIntyre is right now. And I don't mean in that way, all right? Get your mind out the gutter. I mean, in terms of just how over he is, you know, people love what Drew McIntyre is doing. He is a heel, and he will probably get booed from time to time, but I mean, that's the point. You know? But he is over. And in Scotland, he's going to be the biggest babyface ever, right? So, I think Drew has to win. Because, I mean, if not, if I'm Drew and I don't win at Clash, I don't know how much longer I'd stick around in WWE. I know he's just signed the new contract, but I'd be fuming. But yeah, I think Drew walks out champion on this one. And with that, that's all the matches. But there is one more thing. One more thing that we may or may not get. And that is something to do with the Wyatt 6. Now, the latest QR code has obviously shown us the countdown timer, which is actually not for Clash this weekend, but it's for Monday Night Raw in Corpus Christi, I believe. So there is a countdown, but people are speculating that maybe we get something at Clash to be like Monday, tune in, you know? I forget who it was, but there are like reports going around that apparently Bo Dallas and Nikki Cross will be at Clash at the Castle. However, it is not being reported that they're going to definitely be on the show. It is just a fact of they're going to be backstage, right? They're going to be flown over to Scotland. They're going to be backstage. Now, the main thing that people have taken issue with is, well, why would you fly them all the way to Scotland just to have them sit backstage for a meeting or whatever? It seems like a hell of a long way to go when you could, at that point, just wait until you're back in America, you know? So I don't know, man. I think maybe we get something. Like, it'd be really cool if when the show's about to go off the air, kind of like how Bray did, you know, where maybe the lights go out, and even a message on the Titantron or whatever. Obviously, I don't know what the setup's going to be. I don't know if we're going to have a big Titantron, or if we're going to have the smaller ones, or whatever, right? But even if a message flashes up on the screens in the arena, that's like, see you Monday, a massacre is coming, you know? Something as simple as that. Because, I mean, Monday, it's, like, guaranteed that we're getting something, right? And by something, I don't just mean another QR code. I mean, it seems like we're getting something big on Monday. Which, listen, people are saying that it is the debut, but it might not be. We never know with WWE, right? It could be the next blooming part. Who knows, right? At this point, I'll believe it when I see it, when they turn up, you know? But I cannot wait for them to debut. So I do think maybe we get something. Maybe we get Nikki and Bo come out onto the stage and just kind of have this little moment, and then it just all fades to black. You know, something, because everything's pointing towards Monday. So I'm excited for that. All right, and that is it. Let me know what your predictions are for Clash at the Castle in the comments. Do you agree with mine? Do you disagree with mine? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.
Tell all my competition that I love them, but I brought them back just to kill them again. Tell all the listeners that I said fuck them up, they thought I'd never be breathing again.